Hey everyone, I haven't made this video in about 3 years, so apologies to those who may sort of know this information before, but I know there are a lot of new subscribers and people who may not know this information of Procter & Gamble. They own the most companies in the world for personal care, household care, and even just everyday products such as batteries or dog food that you may not know they test on animals. Again, I'll just give you 2 quick examples, but I'm going to go through them, as always, to try and give options of other brands you can try instead. I'm not going to mention every single kind of personal care thing. What I am going to do is mention some, and then again leave a link to the Vegan Peach, which has an incredible list of many brands and many different sections of breaking up from cosmetics to laundry to you name it, for brands to try instead. But again, Procter & Gamble, for those who don't know, they own companies such as Duracell batteries. You may not think buying batteries, you're supporting animal testing, but beyond animal testing, and again, another replacement you can try instead is here. I get batteries from IKEA. They're cheap. From my understanding, they don't test on animals, and they work just as well. I just wanted to say before I get into it that some people may think of me more as an activist, but and that's fine. I'm comfortable with that term. It really doesn't matter to me. It's just a label. But what is important is, yes, I want to try and focus on brands that are cruelty-free, and that's what I do in my channel and reviews and product demonstrations, and try and give that information. But if we don't educate each other and let people know the brands that are testing, that a lot of people know and may not know are testing, because cosmetics is one thing, but do a lot of people know that Iams and Eukanuba test on animals, test on dogs and cats and rabbits? Do they know the RFID that they're doing? Do they know Duracell batteries? That's something that people may not even think of. So many brands that they own. Procter & Gamble, in my opinion, one of the worst companies. So I feel it's important to bring awareness to this issue, and again, as I mentioned, other options, because if you don't let people know, how are they going to know that they need to change it? Iams dog food. The reason that's what kind of made me make this video again is I just saw an ad on TV with this Dalmatian, and it made it look so convincing that that this is a really good company, Iams, and we care about dogs, but actually they test on animals, including cats and dogs and rabbits and things, where they're told torn limb from limb, and it's not a pretty picture, So another thing that they do, Procter & Gamble, for those who don't know, is they're very big in the RFID world. Now, for those who don't know, what's RFID? That's the chips, and they've been known. I'm just going to give you a quick quote. I've mentioned this many times in previous videos. You can search. Also, my favorites, Catherine Albrecht, who is a personal privacy advocate, she has a PhD, a doctor, and she mentioned Walmart, Procter & Gamble, and others have experimented on shoppers with controversial spy chip technology and tried to cover it up. Consumers and the members of the press should be upset to learn that they've been lied to and they've been caught. Walmart and Procter & Gamble doing this. So not only do they abuse animals and their rights, but also humans and their rights, and they're really a very evil company, in my personal opinion. Evil is a perspective, but so again, I'm going to list first the brands, all things to try instead, and then I was going to usually start with the first, and I'm going to, that's a scientific word, but I'm going to start with the positive first, and then list the brands. Again, all this information will be in the down bar. Soap, I recommend Dr. Bronner's. These are just some examples. They're very popular for a reason. They have an awesome product. For shaving, for men and women, there's Kiss My Face, there's Alba. Those are the 2 main popular ones I can think of. Shampoo and conditioner, there's tons. The first thing that I recommend comes to mind, EO, Desert Essence, Beauty Without Cruelty, so many more. Mascara, there are so many, but the one that comes to mind for me is E.L.F. I like their mascara. Eyeshadow, Wet n Wild, Sugarpill, Hard Candy, so many more, as many of my subscribers already know this. Lip balm, Badger, though they're not vegan. Hurrah, they make so many different kinds, like even root beer lip balm, and they're vegan. Yeah, so those are some quick examples. Now I'm going to go into the products. So I'm going to go with beauty and grooming. So these are sort of also men's fragrances. Always Anna Sui, Ozzy, Braun, Camay, Christina Aguilera, Clairol, CoverGirl, Crest, DDF, Dolce & Gabbana, which also known as D&G fragrances, D&G makeup, Dunhill fragrances, Escada fragrances, Fekkai, Fusion, Ghost, Gillette, the worst. They're all bad though. Gucci fragrances, Hugo Boss fragrances, Head & Shoulders, herbal essences. Quick note on herbal Head and Shoulders, for those who are, I know it can be popular with men, also women use it. Really, people think that this helps with dandruff, and it's actually not. If you look at the ingredients, the two top ingredients are usually water and sodium lauryl sulfate. If you compare it to most other hair products, such as herbal essences, who people buy because of the stupid fragrance in it. It's hard to say stupid, but again, fragrance is a reminder to people as an ingredient that companies do not have to disclose what's in fragrance, and fragrance is something I try and avoid personally in products. We do the best that we can, but the reason being is fragrance can actually contain up to 40 different separate ingredients in that actual ingredient fragrance. Thought I'd let you know that. Anyway, continuing. Mach 3. Naomi Campbell, Natural Instincts, Nice and Easy, Nioxin, Olay, Old Spice, Oral-B, Pantene, Pert, Puma, Rejoice, SK2, Safeguard, Scoop, Sebastian Professional, Secret, Venus, Tampax, Vidal Sassoon, Wella, and now household care. These are products you can use to clean the house as well as laundry, etc. Ace, Align, Ariel, Bold, Bounce, Bounty, Cascade, Charmin, Cheer, Clear Blue, Comet, Dash, Dawn, Downy, Dreft Laundry, Duracell, Era, Yukonuba Food, Iams, Febreze, Gain, Joy, Loves, Metamucil, Mr. Clean, Pampers, Pepto-Bismol, Priluz OTC, I don't know what that is, Puffs, Swifter, Tide, Vicks. And lastly, the household care brands, Ace, Ariel, Bold, Bounce, Bounty, Cascade, Charmin, I think I mentioned some of these, but anyway, it comes up again. Cheer, Comet, Dash, Dawn, Downy, Deft Laundry, Duracell, Era, Yukonuba, Febreze, Gain, Iams, Joy, Loves, Mr. Clean, Pampers, Priluz, OTC, yeah, international household care brands. So these are international brands we may not know. I know one of them is called Fairy. It's a funny name, but anyway. And the UK is a brand for those who are international people clicking on this. Allomatic, Bonex, Daz, Todo, Def Dish, Fab, Fairy, Gaia, Lenner, Mr. Proper, Meth Laundry, Rindex, Salvo, Tempo, Viscal, Vizier. Alright, so that's my little update, my updated version of this video. Again, if you want further information, please check out the links below for P&G Kills and the other one being boycottgillette.com. As well, do your own research on Gillette and RFID if that's something that you're more interested in, or the animal testing issue. Explore, there are many other brands to choose from. This is, again, I touched on this topic 3 years ago, and the amount of new brands I've discovered in 3 years is amazing. I found better brands, cheaper, perform better, more natural. So it only gets better from here. And, you know, we're in this together. Have a wonderful day. Bye.